time against McD, there was just the 0-1.
New matchups
right,
for
and
him.
now it's 0-0.
His seed is going up so high that he's fighting different people now.
It is interesting seeing how it shakes up in this case, and we've got a Rayman mirror.
Oh my gosh, Experience is playing Rayman against Snowy's Rayman.
They are so oddly colored.
Wait a second, Experience? He's about to embarrass Snowy! Oh my gosh, he got the knockout! No way! 18 seconds in a mirror match against the most decorated Rayman in all of North America, and Experience is just gonna mirror match against him and beat him in the
It's a mirror match, and the color schemes, right? The selection here is pretty darn similar too. I'm like looking at this, I'm thinking like,
I can't believe Experience came in on his main and defeated him in 18 seconds. That's now, how's that going to affect Snowy, right?
Well,
does he get disheartened from that, or does that power him up? It all depends on the type of person he is. If it were me, I would be destroyed right now.
Well,
I would be done.
Okay.
I don't know if I can come back from that.
I feel like a player like Snowy's going to look at that and be like, okay, well played.
Yeah, that's the best you can do. Give him the nod, give him the nod, FGC nod, and go next, right? Just get back into it.
And look at this.
And you know what? Snowy's doing great so far. He's got experience in knockout range. He hasn't taken much damage on this stock. He actually might be able to equalize before it gets bad. But what a powerful start from Experience, man. What a pop-off.
Oh, man. And Snowy had a chance with the axe on the right side of the stage there. I thought he was going to equalize the stock right away, but now Experience, after making that recovery, a few more hits, and this is such a worthwhile stock for him. I mean, the unarmed recoveries are coming through, and Snowy showing why his unarmed damage tends to be so high in those post-game stats, but Experience still living on this third stock, and Snowy not willing to risk that off-stage exchange again.
Experience is playing this right. If he hangs on the wall here, he's in the advantageous position because he's at red health, and with the way that Rayman's axe down sig works, it could just lead into a knockout. So it's not wise for sick. Okay, that
Snowy
was
weapon
nice.
throws, unarmed recovery. It worked. When it works, it works.
When it works, it works.
And that was really nice there. And Experience wasn't able to get too much extra damage off that. But yeah, you were right. Experience really doing a good job off the side of the stage, extending that. But now,
when you're deep in the red like that, it's
he's
no way. He actually scared Snowy into not making it.
He scared the crap out of me. Who does that? He didn't get his jumps back.
He chased him down.
He did not get his jumps back before doing that. He just stares underneath him, and he was like a frame away from connecting it, and Snowy was just like, what? And then he falls.
Get off of me.
Oh.
Wait a second. Oh, Snowy nearly got. Oh my God.
It?
Dude, Experience is just laying it all out right now. He is. This is unprecedented. Okay, but wait.
Snowy.
Don't forget who I am. I am Snowy.
And Snowy with that, don't forget, it's Snowy. Throws the weapon, and then it just has like nothing.
That is Snowy, though. That is Snowy. That's totally like Snowy.
Okay, that's huge.
And wait, not even enough.
I'm surprised.
Me too.
I think a pickup recovery on gauntlets would be more than enough. I mean, that neutralite is getting close there. Snowy loves those kinds of weapon throws, but Experience just dips down, gets back to the stage. Snowy whips to the weapon spawn, Cider whiffs, and Experience gets hit.
This is, again, a good time for Experience to be fighting off the side of the stage while he's a stock ahead, but so damaged that anything can knock him out.
Yeah. Although, man, Snowy has, like, been doing a great job sequencing each move, barely not knocking out when it could. Because like now we're at unarmed snare. It's like, okay, what is he gonna hit him with now? Yeah, axe snare. Snowy's really gotta get this knockout here. Experience is just not going down.
Yeah, dude, and Experience is this is such a stark contrast from the last match we just watched Snowy fight against Meg D, where Snowy could really throw his weapon with little consequence, but Experience is really making him pay for being unarmed. And he's really good at snatching the weapons away from Snowy as well. And here he is. He's got to be good at snatching the weapon away from Snowy. But wait a second. Snowy actually.
Snowy just
the king. Hold on.
That was crazy how he was able to get that weapon pickup. I mean, that had to have been like the second that his eyes registered that the weapon was spawning, he picked it up and just immediately had a nair ready to go.
We almost just saw an axe nair knock someone out off the top. How high up they were in the sky. Dude, Snowy's catching up. No way. No way. Oh my God.
Whoa.
God, I can't believe it. Snowy actually brought it back. He played that game with 2 stocks. He only had 2 stocks against Experience. He still brought it back.
And in those 2 stocks, he did double the damage. It was like 689 to 3. It was like 689 to 380. Like, it was crazy. What? Snowy playing that stock perfectly.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
we watched an entire experience stock where I was just kind of like, he can't go down. And Snowy gets this sidelight, recovery, chase dodges
up. No.
Oh, no, he just jumps, exhaustive recovery. Jump. And it makes the distance. Experience was, I guess, fast falling to make it back down. And look at that. Look at how much more damage Snowy did in that game despite being 2 stocks down. Average damage per engagement was 42. That is crazy.
Let's see the graph. We got to see the graph here because they're good to, okay, look at this. Yeah, look what happened at the end there.
Unarmed was 157. Unarmed is literally an entire weapon for Snowy, right? It's not even, it's like not even like a question.
That's crazy. Because the damage numbers on it are pretty low, too. He's hitting them. And a similar amount of weapon throws, too. But still more than double the damage. Or exactly double the damage, pretty much. Whoo, boy. I can't believe it. What do you do now if you're experienced? How much better of an opener can you get and still expect to win?
You probably pick a different character, I think. I was looking at that.
Probably.
I was looking at that. I was like, okay, it looked amazing. You did so, and he did amazing off stage.
Yeah.
That's like every time Experience convinced Snowy to be off stage for whatever reason, it was just destruction. I mean, that off stage chase that freaked me out. Like that was so good.
That was awesome. But I don't know that he needs to switch his. Look, he's an axe beast. That's why he's got the Zol there.
Well, he also did 55 damage on the axe that game. It didn't look.
It just adds to my point, Taza, that he's got the axe locked and loaded already. He's an amazing axe player. We know that. Forget the numbers. We already know he's an axe beast. Okay. The doubt in that last match was, what about his gauntlets? We never really see him compete with gauntlets at a high level. But then, in 12 seconds, he destroyed this guy.
Yeah. Well.
So, and not only that, he continued, he favored the gauntlet in a world where we didn't think, where one, a lot of the player base feeling pretty good on Axe. That Axe is powerful right now, right? Still, he didn't need it. He used gauntlets the whole time. The weapon he's unproven with, and the weapon that honestly, it can do very well. But Snowy is like a master of gauntlets, and Experience is chasing him down with the gauntlets underneath the stage, dude. He's going nuts. So I'm not sure that he needs to swap his legend, even though it's like I'm hitting his main and he beat me, and how can I beat him with his main when he just beat me and I was a stock ahead? I'm not sure what the better option actually is for him.
I fear a game where Snowy doesn't challenge Experience off stage, though. That's what I'm thinking about, because the reason why literally double the damage was dealt by Snowy that game, and it was because it was on when it was on stage, Experience wasn't hitting him like that. That's why I'm like, we'll see how this plays out here. We got the replay showcase this. This is Experience's off stage right at the beginning. Catches him out of the neutral sig.
Nasty, dude. He caught him out of the neutral sig.
Are we getting the understage chase down there too as well? It was so sick.
This might be it.
Oh, that weapon throw recovery.
That is a classic for Snowy, man.
Yeah.
He throws his gauntlets down, and then off the look at this. Boom.
So
and
he touches.
He knows Snowy's going to go around, and he's like,
jumps.
wait, get back here,
This
bro.
is why that terrified me, is because he left the stage. He left the stage. He jumped to begin going back to the stage, and then went, nah, fast falls, dodges underneath the stage. I'm like, Experience, you're missing a jump, and you still made that work. I was like, that is so crazy.
Yeah, that was wild, man. And then this was like
Snowy. I can't believe it.
Snowy's coming
back. Snowy's in a deficit still. Silent recovery. He's still behind in damage.
He actually was behind in damage all the way to the end.
And then gets it. Wow.
That was a really, really good game. Jeez.
Yes.
All right, well, we're just waiting on our players a little bit here, and it looks like they're ready. So let's get into it. Players are ready. This is going to be it. Experience versus Snowy. That's just one game.
I'm down for the Rayman did with the rest of the set. I want to see how that plays out there with Experience. Maybe
it is a little disheartening that he basically, with only 2 stocks, Snowy managed to still beat him.
I mean,
you don't get much a better opener than that. And he still couldn't close the deal.
It was an amazing comeback from Snowy. I just couldn't believe. I still can't believe it. But we're going into game number 2 here.
Okay, here we go.
And we're going to see what this matchup is. I expect Snowy entirely to be on the Rayman here, but Experience, we've got the Zol in the background for a reason, right? Like he is.
Is he gonna switch it up?
All right, no, he's not. Let's go.
Okay.
Same stance and everything. Rayman versus Rayman. here for game 2 of this best of 5. Winner gets into the winner side of top 8 here in top 12. Huge momentum.
This is for the top 8 promotion. I almost forgot what's at stake here. Besides the $50,000 provided by HP Omen Oasis. Thank you, HP.
Oh, I'm scared. I'm watching. Oh no, Snowy's off stage. Experience, okay. And Snowy's just like, nope, not going to go back out there, because Experience with the gauntlets literally caught a Rayman neutral sig in mid-animation to lead to a knockout last game. So Snowy really can't bring out anything. I mean, he'd have to be incredibly creative to get past Experience at this point. And so far,
and Snowy's like, I'm not going off stage.
Yeah, this game 1 is just, like, even the nairs, he pivots them so that he dunks them back on. Down, nice dodge on that wake up.
Oh, speaking of the pivot nairs, nicely done by Experience. He's got his own half pipe happening here. Both players seemingly at perfectly equal damage.
Nair hits, good weapon spawn, goes for the Cider. Experience dodges through, Cider takes him off. Experience has a huge chance here.
Oh, he let Snowy pass him so that he could pivot with the Cider. Is this the finish?
That's it. He never touched after that recovery. Amazing edge guard from Experience and a less dramatic opening, but in my opinion, a much more convincing one. In the sense that, like, it was drawn out, took over a minute, Experience was in control the entire time, and he's continuing to take control.
I think Snowy wanted to hit that upward. He wanted a neutral version of that.
Well, that one works, even though it's not the neutral sig. It's pretty similar. it's like you are.
He's punching.
Yeah, that's a strong uppercut. Even game. Experience takes him off stage though. Oh, Snowy. Ground pounds and recoveries going both ways. Downers coming through. Experience can turn around. One down air.
Doing some X off stage stuff.
Oh, Snowy's playing game.
Total destruction off the side.
Recovery hits.
Okay.
It goes back to center.
Risky business over there. Okay, and Experience swaps out in favor of the gauntlets.
Yeah. Nice Cider. Oh, he caught off of a gravity cancel. He caught off of a gravity cancel.
Oh, he can't get there.
Oh, that was huge. I think he was like, Snowy had just started a gravity cancel neutral light, and Experience takes him off stage. I'm like, oh, is that going to be it? But no, Snowy makes it back.
Experience done a recovery there. I think that's what Snowy was anticipating. That down sig would have killed him.
Cider hits. Does he go off stage for that? All three?
The triple glove. Experience is just like, I'm out. That's too much. Triple glove.
That
glove is bad enough,
Experience is like, all right, you earned that one. Just strips away fastballs, makes it gets back to the stage faster. Yeah, I mean, that was a highlight of Godly's matchup yesterday. It's like, you don't want to get hit by the third glove. First two don't matter, but when all three hit, oh. Let's see if Experience can do the same thing. The platform working out in Snowy's favor there. Weapon spawn comes through. Experience gets the nair. Weapon throw pick up.
Experience swapping to the axe right now, I think, is the right move. And oh no, he just got rid of it. I think more important that Snowy doesn't have a weapon. Experience having the weapon he wants.
He just, but that one doesn't work out in Experience's favor. Dragged off the right side of the stage. Snowy gets weapon spawn.
No.
Weapon spawn pick up.
Experience is getting crazy with these weapon throws. I want to say he could just hold on to the axe, and then a lot of the moves he can use on that weapon will just knock out. But instead, every weapon throw risks him being at a weapon disadvantage against a player who has a stock advantage against him. That's bad news. And Experience is, okay, here he goes. Now with the gauntlet, not as good killing power as the axe, but it still has plenty, and there it is, the switch to the axe, neutral light off the stage. It barely wasn't enough to kill him. He still ends up getting the knockout.
Wow.
Stock's tied up 1-1.
Okay. I mean, Experience tossed a lot of weapons, and Snowy was able to get a bit of damage, but here we are, already equalized. Experience with the unarmed, gets the sidelight, the neutral air, goes for the double neutral light, he gets it again, and Snowy has just been getting destroyed unarmed as he switches over to the gauntlets there. Gauntlets are, a lot of weapons are good against unarmed, dare I say all of them, but gauntlets, I think, is the best at counteracting what unarmed weapon kits like to do.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, ground pound comes through. Oh, Experience can get it here. Oh, but the ground pound off the okay.
Wait. Oh,
that's it.
Snowy, so well executed. He gets the knockout and is now up 2-0 in the set, despite Experience performing extremely well against in a mirror match against the best Rayman in America. I think that's very safe to say.
And he did it in a way that completely shattered what I was thinking. Oh. What is this? Oh, okay, I was going to see what the reaction was there. It completely changed how I was expecting that game to go, because I really looked at game one and I was kind of like, all right, get rid of the offstage stuff. What's left? Apparently quite a bit. Experience did amazing going into that game,
but
beating Snowy the neutral.
He's down 2-0.
Well, that was much to my surprise. Snowy got the reversals off stage that game, and that's what won him the game. It was pretty close all until that last ground pound, and then the D-Light ground pound unarmed finished it. And now we have a choice between Miami Dome, Apocalypse, and Mammoth Fortress.
Experience bans out all but 3, and Snowy's going to go with Mammoth Fortress.
He's staying with Rayman all the way through. If it's not with Rayman, he doesn't care. We're now in that match point situation where...
I know, right? Back against the wall. This is usually when people would bust out their pocket picks or go back to their comfort pick, but Experience is just going to stick to his guns.
He's got a plan.
And
he feels confident.
Look, I at the beginning, I thought this was Experience trying to show up Snowy. I now think that this is just his best legend at the moment. The axe from Zol that he was so good with, he was never all about that cannon.
Yeah, it's true.
And the gauntlets have certainly been serving him well. I wouldn't be surprised, and I can't confirm it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's just been using Rayman through most of this tournament.
And it just happens they also have a similar taste of color palettes, right? It's like we're pretty close. The pink on the Rayman looks so fantastic, to be honest. And here we go into this game. Really good start for Snowy if he gets that.
I like what Snowy did there. It was just tricky. He covered 2 lanes, and both of them were going to be pain.
Oh, Nair hits, sidelight recovery. Experience gets it. A beautiful read off the Nair.
Dribble, and then a full 3-piece afterward. That's the 4-piece combo. That's when they accidentally give you an extra chicken nugget.
Oh yeah.
And you're like the luckiest day in the world. Oh. And Snowy closes the stock out real quick.
Yeah, 2-2.
Snowy's up 2-0 in this set. He only needs 1 more bit.
Whoa!
Wait! Oh my gosh!
That was so close.
That almost knocked him out. He was so high up.
Experience was sweating there at the end, though, so he couldn't change to something else in the downsig whips this time.
If Snowy was a little more damaged in that engagement, Experience would have just taken it.
Oh, the Nair doesn't hit. Experience dodges down. Experience goes for his own sidelight. Both players really focusing on the gauntlets here. Weapon picked up. Snowy goes, okay, that ground pound's a little low, but he gets the double recovery. 3.
Dude,
gravity cancel haymaker.
Unarmed God. He's the unarmed God.
Okay.
but well, gods can bleed.
I mean, it doesn't take away from the fact that, yes, Snowy is doing the most unarmed damage out of anybody on stream, for sure.
For sure.
I think I heard the ground pound started, like the travel noise.
Definitely.
He's
going so deep for it. Experience now. Oh, that's a dangerous thing for Snowy to do. I mean, that's some major courage.
Well, all right, Snowy. That's a lot.
It's a thin line between courage, courageousness, and foolishness.
There's a lot of long-held ground pounds coming out from Snowy lately. And
I just worry because you got that Rayman down thing. Experience could turn around and knock him out for going that low.
And here it could come out. No, okay. Snowy, weapon throw exchange, goes out, dive kick hits, dodges the down air, but gets hit by the spike on the recovery, and another recovery hits, and Experience has all but won this game at this point.
He is looking to take this one home.
Neutral sig? Oh. That was a cool weapon throw. Doesn't work out.
Yeah, he's being real tricky.
Oh, falling Nair. Wanted to get a jump read on Experience.
Experience.
Where are you going? He's going to the other side of the stage.
He was pixels away from not even making it there.
And you know, that is a thing that players will do. Snowy gets the neutral. They will hold, I feel like, a ground pound or a fast fall unusually long. And sometimes that just makes an instinct for a player to, like, I have to go off stage and edge guard them here, even though I feel like it's actually a bait. But Experience doesn't get at that time. Snowy in the 1v1.
Hold on a second.
We saw this game one.
Yeah, last time this happened, Snowy managed to bring it back. And you said earlier, all but one. And
there it is.
Okay. You were right. You were right.
There it is.
Very good. Taz analysis.
Yes.
I'm going to keep saying that now.
Eventually, it's just going to become a word, and then it'll end up being in a dictionary. No, Snowy didn't win the game, but the double recovery into gravity cancel side stick there was so great. Experience, though, really, like, we didn't highlight it. We were just kind of like, Experience gets a knockout. But to wake up from that and get the axe side air to get the knockout after how quickly Snowy was coming back was huge. And then that silent recovery, knowing Snowy's dodge was gone, great job. It can, to to a lot of players, it can look like that silent recovery was just something that he's just doing all the time, but no, he really is. Like, Gauntlet players are so intentional with what their follow-ups are after side light, and being able to go for the recovery right away there was because he saw Snowy do that dodge just a few seconds, less than 3 seconds earlier, and we see that in their complete control from Experience. We're going to a game number 4. Where look at Snowy. Look at Snowy's damage.
MJ Mello is right. This match is so
Snowy's unarmed is more than his axe. 127 to 123.
Oh.
Snowy literally uses unarmed like a third weapon, and it's oftentimes for most players it's like a desperation thing, but for Snowy it's his tertiary. He has another weapon there, where he's just playing with it with equal.
It's his tertiary weapon.
And it's totally more than that, because the damage unarmed does is so low. To rack up 127, 150 means you are hitting with it so freaking much that it matters now, and Snowy's so good with it. Now on the gauntlets, sidelight. Oh, what?
That's a lot. What? That's a lot of damage.
Ground pound after all that. He gets another ground pound. Silent recovery. Snowy with the near 0 to death.
Snowy!
What?
A very powerful start to this game. This is about the reverse of the first game.
He's going to have to work really hard to get unarmed to get past that gauntlet damage. That was like a whole 200 in a row right there. Experience now trying to get the return knockout. But this is the biggest lead we've seen all set for Snowy.
Yeah. Experience just trying to gather his thoughts here. And catch his breath for a second. Like,
and he comes back, and so he's like, "Okay, you're ready to get destroyed by gauntlets again?" Like it's like, oh.
Yeah, he is bringing the pain. Look at this. Experience is playing scared. Snowy is chasing him down.
Oh.
No! Oh my God! Okay.
That feel when you're so scared you forget to touch the stage.
He actually scared him off. Snowy's presence won that stock.
Oof.
Experience he tried to get out of there and then lost his footing and slipped on a banana peel.
This is not good for Experience, to put it lightly.
This is not even going to help Experience out.
Nope.
We can wait here for 6 minutes and 20 seconds and Snowy wins.
It's moments like these two where sometimes certain players might get frustrated by that, but Snowy is over here being like, dude, it's like I could literally just ground pound off the stage right now.
This is like
and it wouldn't even matter.
It's one thing, it's an advantage when you're ahead of stock and very damaged, then it's like super worth to hang on the wall and try to bait him into doing something.
Yeah.
But this isn't even an advantage for Experience. Snowy is just like, he's goading him on. Like, go ahead. Experience has to play Snowy's game right now. He's 2 stocks ahead. He can drag this out as long as he wants, but the fight has to come to Snowy here because he's in the position for it.
Oh, and Snowy getting that extra bit of damage there. Forces the dodge. Actually forced the dodge.
His range is perfect. He is spaced out exactly properly for that.
Oh, and each moment that Experience tries that, the exclamation points are going to be popping up just a little bit sooner.
Yeah. It's a not often known mechanic of the wall slip, is that every time you trigger the wall slip, it happens sooner the next time. You get less actions off stage.
Yeah, so Snowy played that really well.
He's certainly pushing that to the limit. Experience he's doing everything he can. At the least, he is slowing Snowy down and taking him off his rhythm.
Yeah.
At the worst, he's that's not the worst. That's actually at the worst. Oh my God, an embarrassing 3 stock to be honest. Oh no,
that was the
man.
That was the perfect timing. at the worst, it just falls.
Oh no! Well, dude, I mean, Snowy just played such a good game that time. Experience ran out of things to do.
That was perfectly played by Snowy. Is what that was.
GG.
Wow, GG. Snowy. We saw that. I think the matchup at the start of that was 0-0. So the 2 players don't fight off against each other at all in official tournaments. And we're seeing here, even with the Rayman being brought out to fight against them, just can't.
Oh no.
That's twice that actually happened. Where